wall. And then we'll head over to this stuff. And then so this is potentially in the right order. So we want to go, you know, middle, up, and then way down, way up, highest one, and then lower down than the first two. So what we could do, I guess, is compare what we currently have set up as the first, second, and then fifth, and just make sure that they're sort of in the right order that we think. So let's take them all back. So I'm going to put them in order of what I think that they are in tone-wise. So we're going to go lowest, which I have as 5. So that's this guy. Followed by what I have as 1. So that's the curved-in guy. And then the next one is 2, which is the flask. So in theory, is there a different flask with different numbers of stripes in the game? These all seem to have same number of stripes. And then when I looked all around, the only things I picked up everything that I could find that I could pick up. All right, so in theory, when I play these, it should go lowest to highest for these 3. Yeah, okay. So then I think I have those in the right order. Then if we really want to, we could rearrange them again. So then I'm actually going to change these orders. I'm going to shift them all down 1. I'm going to put them all in sequence. And so then the next lowest one is what would be 3, which is this guy. And then the highest one is 4, which is this guy. So in theory, so on the wall, there are 6 lines vertically with notes on lines 3, 5, 1, 6, and 2. Yes. So, so I have all these here, and I think I have them in sequence right now. So let's listen. Where 1 is the bottom and 6 is the top. Yes, I agree. Let's listen to the first couple again. Let's see if they actually are in the right order. I feel like I have those last 2 switched. Or the first 2, rather. So potentially Flask. What is this? Which number is it? So D, the Flask, and what the heck is this? This is A. Or so it should be switched. They are escalating? No, I think I have the first 2 switched. I could be wrong, but I think I have these 2 switched. So let's switch these 2. Oops. Okay. These first 2 are really giving me problems. Let's listen again. No, yeah, never mind. The other order was better. Yeah, I think they're in the right order now. So now, yeah, so they're... Okay, so I have them in the right order for how the tones that they are. So then this one, I'm going to put... This is the lowest. So this one goes in spot 3. So we're going to put it in spot 3. And then this one that I just picked up is the 1, 2, 3. Is the third highest, or third lowest rather. So it should be in spot 1. And then the next one that I'm going to grab is this one, which is the second to lowest, which should be in spot 5, which is here. The beaker, which was in spot 5, so it was the second to highest, should be in spot 2. And then, what haven't we moved? This guy, which was the highest. It should be in spot 4. Wait, I'm sorry, I screwed this up. Here we go. Now let me verify that this is what I drew before. So I have curve in, flask, followed by A, and then the skinny guy 4, and then this thing. So I think I've already done this already, but let's try again. There are only 125 permutations. Yeah. All right, let's listen to see if this is, because I think I've already tried this one a few times, but so let's listen to see if this makes sense with the lines. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that this is right. Where do you fit into this? All right, let's compare this with. Let's just pick all these up. Let's figure out. So yes. So one thing you were mentioning is that there's 6 lines. Oh, okay, Mr. J. There are 6 lines, and there are only 5 of them have dots in them. So one of these jugs we're not going to use. So now the mysterious F on our thing is the I'm gonna drop is the bubble. It's the pear-shaped one. There's another jug. Okay, good. I'm glad that I didn't have to look it up. So let's compare. How does this sound compared to let's say compared to our lowest one? Well, let's listen to see how it kind of sounds. So it's kind of low. Okay, so let's see how low it is compared to our other low guys. So that's going to be so 3. So this one is currently our lowest. Right? Okay, so we need to figure out where this fits in. This is the lowest, maybe? Interesting. Okay. Right? 3, yeah, 3 was going to be our lowest. Okay, so all right, let's look at, then the next is 5, so it's going to be this guy. So are these now in order? I don't know. My head hurts. Okay, so we need to figure out... Let's go lowest to highest. And let's find out where this thing fits in. So we're going to go... Because it's a fairly low sound. So let's go from... yeah, so now I have 6 jugs. So we're going to go the very lowest... which is... Or the very highest. Which is 4. So we want to put in... Oh, okay. That's what I was screwing up. So 4 is this, so it's the highest. The next highest is supposed to be 2, which is the flask. And then I'm assuming that this next one is low. So that's the new one. We want to see how this compares. So these are in sequence. Yeah, I screwed up the order. Okay, so potentially those might actually be in order. So then the next thing that I think is next, before the 6th one existed, was going to be highest. Was going to be what was in A, or rather slot 1. So that was actually the curvy in guy. So let's see if these are in sequence. I don't know. Let's try again. I'm trying to find out if the third one seems like it's in place. I think that these two need to be switched. See if these are in sequence. Sounds great. Next one would be it was 5, so that's going to be this guy. So if these are all in sequence, the next one, the bottom one is this one. So whatever happens to be I guess what's the one we're not including? We are not including whatever is the 4th from the bottom. So the 3rd most highest one is the one we're not going to use. We're just going to throw it away. So let's see if these are in sequence. Okay, that sounds good. So then what I'm holding on to is currently the lowest one. And so let's look at the wall again. We want to not use the 3rd most highest thing. Okay. And I guess we could just give them... well, yeah. We don't want to use the 3rd most highest one. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. So we're not going to use the skinny guy. So this one... which was 1, isn't going to be 1 anymore. So let's just put an X over that guy. So then that tells me that potentially the new one we just grabbed is actually going to be the first thing. So let's grab them all. Maybe we'll make some progress today, hey? So, the new one, it goes here. Followed by the flask. Followed by the fat guy. Followed by... this, followed by this guy. So let's see if this works. Progress. Like to take the academy. That didn't take long at all, right? Now we're in the gardens. All right, what do we have here? Let's look around. Wherever we walk, let's always hold the blue torch so we can see if there's anything hidden. Here's a little crank. We turn on the water. Yeah, 6 jug. So we turn on the water briefly. Or we drain the water. I'm not really sure what we're doing. Anyway, let's walk through this. Oh, I see. We're watering all the plants. Oh, okay. Great. Ooh, yes. Let's get a some tongs. Sounds good. There's a door here we can't get into. I don't really know when these things open exactly. Okay, sweet. Make sure there's no jugs or anything we can pick up. Let's look around in this part of the garden. Here there's a... So this one, if you notice, has a gear on it, which tells me that if I go into my inventory... Oh, I can open stuff. So this is telling me potentially how to turn a dead leaf into a living leaf by mixing together those compounds together. Got it. Let me have a dead leaf, please. Click on all the things. Yeah, wherever there's a gear. I don't know why I missed that one. I guess it was before... okay, so this is dead stuff. Let's try and get... Can we get... Oh, I just poured stuff in there. Sorry about that. Okay, so I can pour... Okay, so if I made that compound that I just saw in that thing, I could pour it into this, and that might make this thing a living... Oh, I just put a bunch of junk in there. Okay, anyway, well, let's walk into this area here. Let's take a look. Oh, there's a key. Don't mind if I do. And more words.
I often visited these gardens to relax and to admire the beauty of nature. The Dalmarians already separated and named all of the native herbs. I decided to keep their original names. You're probably wondering why all of these plants are dry, considering the unique attributes of the island. The truth is, they cannot wither naturally here, so I had to weaken them myself. It was necessary in order to force you to follow the path I've laid out for you. To be able to proceed, it is essential to find a way to revitalize these herbs. There's no reason to be worried. Just barely, but they are alive.
This is probably important sometime. What a wacky guy, huh? So we have a key. That might work for something somewhere. Here's something that he used to grind up the stuffs. And then here's... You can put some stuff on here. Too bad they're already dead. Okay. Sweet. What's this? All these little chests and stuff are closed. We have some paints here. Okay, so let's make a cocktail. So first we want to try and get... let's look at this thing. I want to get to the... I want to get to this. Okay, so we need the JH. We need 2 of those. So let's run all the way over here.